Noike, Jotuní Andy, Jotetuni wáːna. Hello, my name is Andy. How are you? Let's talk about the Naolán language.
Xewí.
Naolán was an indigenous language spoken in the region of Tula in Tamaulipas, Mexico, which became extinct in the early 20th century. Although scarcely documented, it is known thanks to a list of 48 words and phrases collected by Roberto Weitlaner from elderly semi-speakers. It is believed to have been the language of the Pisones, and despite multiple attempts to compare it with other languages, it has not been conclusively linked to any linguistic family. Its vocabulary shows influences from Spanish and neighboring languages, reflecting the historical interactions of its community. Researchers have proposed various hypotheses about its classification. Weitlaner found similarities with Hokan, Otomanguean, and South American languages, and later linked it to the Uto-Aztecan family. William Bright suggested ties with Coahuilteco, while Maurice Swadesh proposed a connection with Tonkawa, though neither view proved conclusive. Due to the limited data and the presence of numerous loanwords, Lyle Campbell concluded that the most appropriate stance is to consider Naolano an unclassified language. The Pisones, also known as Siguillones, were an indigenous group from Tamaulipas, first recorded in 1616 in colonial registers from Ciudad Tula. They primarily inhabited the Sierra Madre Oriental, covering parts of present-day Tamaulipas, San Luis Potosí, and Nuevo León, in territories neighboring the Pames, Janambres, and Bosalos. Although they are linked to Franciscan missions, they resisted assimilation by retreating into mountain regions, such as the Xewí, preserving some of their autonomy. Their history was shaped by displacement, attacks from neighboring groups, conflicts with the settlers, and recurring epidemics that severely diminished their numbers. During the 17th and 18th centuries, their population declined drastically, from several thousand individuals to only a handful of families by the late colonial period. Mid-18th century censuses reported about 750 Pisones living in missions and about 250 outside Spanish control, reflecting both their resilience and demographic vulnerability. While some integrated as laborers in settlements like Bustamante, others continued resisting from the mountains. Today, the community of Naolán is recognized as the only direct descendant of the Pisones. The Pisones of Naolán and San Jose de Laca combined agriculture, growing maize, beans, and maguey, with nomadic and semi-nomadic practices of hunting and gathering in the more remote mountain regions. Although some were integrated into missions and encouraged by friars to adopt farming, many continued foraging in the wilderness, especially during periods of colonial abuse or inter-ethnic conflict. They were skilled hunters and warriors, with ritual dances tied to their victories, possible totemic practices, and a respect for natural signs. They also excelled in communal crafts such as pottery and textile production on waste and pedal looms. Over time, the Pisones ceased to exist as a distinct cultural group due to assimilation and mestizaje. Nevertheless, in Santa Ana de Naolán, traditions, communal practices, and indigenous social structures are still preserved by their descendants, even though their original language, Naolán, became extinct around the 1940s. Despite the loss of their language and lack of official recognition, their cultural heritage remains alive today. In the next part, let's listen to the beautiful sounds of their language. Vocabulary:
Miyuhu, mayoho, mikol, makol, mimakwil, makwil, mamushilachi, machichilache, masuna, mawishi, mawishi, masomona, masona, masona, manamolea, namulea, makaso, mashpake, mashkape, mi, maname, maname, machitun makapal, mabokam, mabokan, mayo, manamel, elamel, makuyuam, makuyon, makuyo, manashil, manachi, manaketal, malachil, graña, macayo, magalena, magalena, macanel, sanavawichi, molan, molam, maglayo, magashta, Macaste, Macasta, Masoche, Masoche, Matupil, Tupil, Mapaham, Mapahan.
Sample text.
Satachumaval, Sakachumal, Tatachumawishi, Tatachumi, Tatachumi, Jotasnoquil, Aha, Hasnoquil, Aha, Cuajano cane macuanzo, Noike, Noike, Jomene puteis, Jonene puteis, Jotuní wáঃna, Ahachush wáঃna, Jometuni wáঃna, Chopajo, Chupajo, Cosusame wampa vitoya, Washnan masilam,